Hello, hello, hello. So happy to have you with us. And thanks again for tuning in, subscribing, liking, and commenting. So, I just decided to come on here because obviously around this time of year, we would all be watching and partaking in the summer fun flingy TV thingy and the show Bachelor in Paradise. And it's not on right now. So, what they are doing is putting out Bachelor the Greatest. So, these are all past seasons, and they are snippeting some of the greatest moments of these seasons. So, I've been watching it here and there. I didn't do like a series of reviewing it, but what I did enjoy was watching the first time it came on. I missed pretty much most of it, but this time I did get a chance to see the first episode, which just aired again last week, of Lowe and his season on The Bachelor. So it was really good and so touching. I watched it when it aired this past Monday. I watched it. I was doing some exercise and a workout, and it was just so beautiful. It really was. It really just, I don't know, for some reason, it just makes you hopeful in love and like all of that good stuff. It just makes you think about all the romantic things you could be doing with your partner and things like that. So it was just I enjoyed it. I'm watching it again. But anyway, I enjoyed it, and I want to talk a little bit about some of the things that stuck out in that episode with me, and then also just overall what I thought about it and that season. So if that interests you, stay tuned and we'll continue the conversation. So I started recording this maybe last week sometime. So I'll try my best to pick up and remember everything I wanted to say. But as we know, Sean chose Catherine in the end, and um, she accepted his proposal. And they had a really lovely love story because during the time that they were dating, he would say things like he just always wanted to continue to get to know her. He would think about her when they weren't together, and he would think like, "Oh, I want to just get to know her more. I want more of her." And they obviously were both faith-based people, so they prayed a lot about their union and each other and that sort of thing. And to be honest, I think that played a huge role in this bachelor actually picking someone and it working out in the end. Because when you look at the other seasons, as stated before, I think this really works out more for women rather than men in terms of the success rate after things are all said and done. And just in general, with the male attention span and so on and so forth. So I just think that it worked out really lovely for Sean. And a lot of that reasoning behind it was because he had a strong faith and he had a belief in something else and, outside of himself. And I think sometimes when you have that belief and that you're being guided and that sort of thing, I think that kind of played a role, and so did she. So I feel like they really made a good match on that level. And it was just so sweet and cute to listen to them. Let me know what you think about that. Actually, I would love to hear your thoughts on that in the comment section. So, that was one thing that stuck out to me. Another thing that stuck out to me was the fact that even in the end, some of the ladies that he didn't choose, they went off and they got married or they had their other relationships that were successful. So it worked out for everyone involved. And it was something that was just the way it worked out. It was just meant to be. Just having some tea. So also, I loved the shot that they had in the end where Sean and Catherine, they were surrounded by their, I believe they have like 3 children now, and they were kind of just, complimenting each other as parents. So their life has taken on a new meaning. It's totally different now. And obviously, the show helped bring them together. So also, they did have a televised wedding, which was really nice. I remember it, um, and it was really romantic and really special and sweet. And I'm trying to think of anything else I wanted to add. I didn't actually take notes, and I wanted to record this video earlier. So that was basically it. I think overall I really enjoyed watching the recaps of that season. And I actually watched the episode twice because it was really sweet and romantic. And I just remember watching that when it aired and thinking that I hope that he chose her in the end, which he did, because I just thought that he and Catherine made a better match than the other girl. And obviously, they're still together, they're still going strong. And this is one example of The Bachelor working for a man, which is not really something we see. We usually see it working for the ladies. When they're actually choosing. So that is it. I also want to come and talk about some other things, about some other Bachelor news, um, and some things that I've been meaning to talk about as well. So we'll have another video regarding that. But watching this episode of The Bachelor Greatest was just so nice, and it was so romantic and so sweet. And it really can warm and soften the hardest of hearts, because I feel like it was one of those episodes and one of those seasons that just made you believe in love and um, being with your perfect match and that sort of thing. So I really liked watching it, and I hope that we have future seasons like this. I hope that if The Bachelor continues for men, which, we do have another season coming up, that we have seasons where the guy is really serious about finding love. I'm not saying that none of the other guys have been serious about finding love, but I don't know. It's just sometimes you just wonder, really, you really wonder when you're watching these some of these seasons in hindsight, when things just don't work out. So I really hope that we have more seasons like this Sean season, because it definitely was up there in terms of caliber, in terms of, you know, someone who was really serious about this and took it seriously and was really looking to find his wife. And he took it seriously. He knew the opportunity that was upon him, and he took his I don't want to say time. Anyway, he did what he needed to do to uh, find Catherine, and she found him, and now they're living happily ever after. So that's all I wanted to come on here and say. Stay tuned for other videos, and I hope you're doing well in this season of, you know, life and just how everything's going. And I look forward to coming back on here soon with another unscripted video. All right, y'all. Bye.